and welcome back to the channel. My name is Linda if you're new here, and if you're not, what's up? As the title says, I am going to be doing a look with all of the makeup I have chosen to pan this year. So we got everything laid out. I don't have a real big plan for, say, I'm gonna say like the eye look. And obviously I'm not panning a bronzer or anything, so I'm not going to have any bronzer and or contour on, just because I want this video to be strictly the amount of makeup that I decided to pan. The only difference is I'm using the rest of my Wet n Wild banana powder. Obviously I've pretty much hit pan. The contour powder that was in here broke, and so I was just like, forget it. So I'm going to finish that off. So if you want to see whatever look I can create, just keep on watching. Okay, so I have already washed and moisturized my face. Like I said, I was going to use the Tucker Ashley Perfecting Moisturizer. And now we are moving on to primer. I'm using the Emite Makeup Diamond Heart Base Primer. I did look this up. It is like, I want to say like it's a Swedish brand, and I think this is the full size version. I'm not sure technically, because what I saw online was like 2 different styles, and the main one that I found was on Amazon, and I'm just like, I was just completely confused. I was like, why am I finding it on Amazon, but I'm not finding the actual website? So, it retailed for like, I'm gonna say $30. Like, they have this size and they have a little bit bigger, or it's just the same size. I don't know. I'll leave the link in the description box down below. Okay, so my primer is on and it's tacky, so it's gonna be perfect. I am just going to go ahead and jump straight into the Physicians Formula Touch of Glow. Like I said, this is in the shade Light Porcelain. I did 1 pump on the back of my hand, and I'm going to dot it over my face and then blend it out with the Real Technique sponge. And as you can see, for me, it has a decent high-medium coverage. I don't have a lot to cover anymore. My skin has really cleared up. So yeah, it, for 1 pump, did my whole face, and it looks wonderful. It looks luminous, and I also attribute that probably to the primer, because obviously it's an illuminating primer. So far I like that combination. Here we go with the concealer. Again, I'm using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Custard. I know this is too dark to be a highlight, but I want these dark circles gone. So I'm going to just let that sit for a second, and then I'm going to go back in with my Real Technique sponge and let that blend out. Now that I have the concealer done, I just barely go in and set it. That's simply because I've noticed that with this concealer, it does crease. And when I add powder, it makes it 10 times worse. So I don't set it straight underneath the eye. I just set it where my glasses tend to sit, like hit my skin. I'm just going to take a little bit down the bridge of my nose. And I'm just going to set that because I don't plan on putting too much else on there. I'm just taking a very, very light hand and just setting that just where my glasses hit and sit on my nose. Before I finish with my face, like I said, I'm going to use up the Marc Jacobs Glowstick. It's this product. Okay, now that I have the highlight on, I went ahead and went off camera because where I'm located, I couldn't see the highlighter as best as I wanted to, given my lighting. I did a more intense highlight for the cream because I do have to set my face. The foundation does not set down to a matte finish, which is not what I wanted anyway. And so I went ahead and just did a little bit more intense because obviously I'm going to be powdering around it and near it, so I didn't want to screw it up. And since I'm going to be powdering around my highlight, I went ahead and just did a little bit more of a heavy highlight. So if I'm glowing to the gods, I'm glowing to the gods. And the brushes I'm using are just whatever's in my collection. I'm just setting down my face. And yes, I know my face looks weird without bronzer, but like I said, I'm not going to be using that just because today I want to use exactly what I have in my project. And I don't want to add or take away from what I have. Well, really the only bronzer I really have is my NARS Board of Plage, and I'm not going to pull that out for this video because that's not what this video is about. So the next step is to pop on this Hard Candy eyeshadow primer. I'll do my eyebrows here in a bit. I kind of just want to get the eyes out of the way. And I've noticed with this particular primer that it goes on creamy but dries pretty much to a powder consistency, but I'm still going to set it. So I'm going into the Urban Decay Alice Through the Looking Glass palette. And like I said, I'm just using a mixture of all of my brushes just because I don't feel like trying to find certain brushes. So, and for this one, I'm just using the e.l.f. Shadow C brush. And I am just taking the Looking Glass, which is the first color, to set my lids. Just because even though it feels like it has gone down to a matte powdered finish, I don't want to take the chance on my eyeshadows creasing on me. So okay, so I'm going to be using the brush that came with it. Just to start out, I'm going to take the smaller edge and reflection looks like a very good crease transition shade, so that is what we are going to go with. Today I'm going to do a matte look. I've got so many other things I need to get done today. So I'm not really too keen on trying to do a full-on eyeshadow look. I just want my eyes. I just want to get my makeup done. I just decided that today I wanted to play with my makeup, and obviously it is nasty out, and so my hair does not want to cooperate, so I threw it up in a messy bun, and as you can see, that messy bun has turned into a mess. And so I'm going to take it down and give it another good wash. Sadly enough, the only one left that is a matte shade is Chessboard, and it's a darker muddy brown. So we're just going to lightly shove that in the crease as well. So like I said, I was just going to do a very simple eye. So that's exactly what I'm going for. So I'm just going to go ahead and go back in with Looking Glass. Just cover up that. I'm going to add a little bit of Royal Flush, which is a like kind of champagne-y color. And I'm just going to use my fingers to apply that. I'm just going to tap that onto my eyelids. As you can see by just doing it with my finger, the pigmentation is beautiful. I am going to finish up my eye look. Okay, now that the battery is charged back up, I finish them. I just blended all of the eyeshadows out. And I just tightlined with the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in Stag, and that's just because I had it with me, and so I decided to use that instead. And I went ahead and put on the lip color just because I wanted to see, you know, what lip color I wanted today. Given the fact that it's cold and it's raining, I figured it's winter time still, so I went with the Teeez Oasis Gem lipstick in the Heat Wave Ruby. And then to finish off the complete look, I'm using the Manna Kadar Flutter Mascara in Jet Black. Step 3, I'm thinking this is a fiber mascara because every time I've worn it and taken it off, it is just strangely coming off of my lashes. It looks so weird when I take it off. It's kind of actually hard to take off. I don't know how I feel about this. I am going to use it up like I said, but it's definitely not my favorite. I absolutely hate the applicator. One morning I went to go to work, and let me tell you, I got frustrated with the wand and I said, forget it, I'm not going to use this. And I did end up using one of my other ones. I think it was either the Butterfly or the Lash Paradise. I can't remember which, but I was very frustrated with the wand. I freaking hate it, and I can't wait to actually finish this. I would try and go and get a different wand to put with this, but I mean, it's kind of stupid because the whole point of using this up is to use the product as is. So I hate it, but I'm gonna use it. This is the worst wand ever. I don't understand it. I will never understand it. I hate this wand. I hate it with my complete passion. I mean, like, I understand if it is a fiber mascara. No, I don't. I don't understand the wand whatsoever. Like, it comes up my lashes. It doesn't separate them the way I like them to be separated. It just takes so much extra effort. And then once you get it on your eyelashes, once you finally get it placed on your eyelashes correctly the way you want them, you cannot build this stuff up. You can't build it up. I hate this stuff. But like I said, I'm going to use it up. I'm going to stop complaining and get this done. I'm going to do some research. If this is a fiber mascara, it should say fiber mascara. The last thing left to this look is the setting spray. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Spray Set. I don't really like this stuff, but there's enough in there that it needs to be used, so I'm going to drown my face in it. It is very pigmented, so you don't need to like layer it and work with it and worry about creasing and all of that. And there you go. There's the finished look. Don't forget to hit that subscribe. Here is my social media. Hit that bell notification. Smash that like button, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.